So in today's video, we're going to be looking at all of the peyote plant locations under the water. So there's 24 locations, and this video is going to show every single location. I'm going to be taking you to these spots and showing you exactly where these peyote plants are located. So location number 1 is going to be right here in the southern part of the map, in the water. And just to go ahead and remind you, don't try to wear a scuba suit while eating peyote plants under the water, because bad things will happen. Alright, so anyways, from there, we're going to go ahead and munch that up and move on to the next location. So right here, location number 2. So I am wearing a scuba suit for most of this, and I would like to just show you guys real quick what happens to your character when you do eat the peyote plant. So just have a good look around right here to see exactly where we are. And then like right by the rock, right below me is the peyote plant. And we can just go ahead and eat that real quick. Now, something's going to happen to my character, and I'm going to end up glitching out. So what's going to end up here is it's just going to glitch out, and it's probably going to end up freezing our screen. So the workaround for that, you guys, is going to be just starting up a job and quitting. So location number 3, it's going to be right here. Show you guys exactly where we're going down at. So right here on this little ledge, should be like right in there. There it is. Go ahead and eat that up. All right, location number 4, it's going to be right here. It's going to go ahead and swim on down. So there's usually like a little bit of a marker. So for the markers, I would say it's going to be like a reef, or it's going to be like some sort of debris in the water to where we can easily find these peyote plants, because searching for peyote plants under the water is not as easy as searching for them on land. So if you guys want to know all of the land locations, we will have a link down in the descriptions below. All right, you guys, so here we go. Location number 5 already. We're gonna swim on down here, and we've got like this giant rock. So right up in here. And I know the peyote plants are hard to see, but you can hear the noise of usually a whale. And then there it is right here in between these little places. Go ahead and eat that up. And then once again, you guys can see my character is getting glitched out. So once again, we're just going to go ahead and start up a job once we get a chance, and then just back out of the settings. All right, guys, location number 6 is going to be right over here. Now, this water is very murky, depending on, I think it is nighttime too. So if you guys are trying to hunt these peyote plants down in nighttime under the water, it's just going to make it that much harder, because the visibility is reduced to almost nothing. All right, here we go. Location number 7. Right by the Vespucci Beach in the water here. And then right on top of this reef, I believe. It's in there somewhere. I don't even know if I see it. But it does say press right on the D-pad. So we're going to go ahead and do that, get ourselves glitched out once again, because wearing a scuba suit is not the ideal way of eating peyote plants under the water. So here we go. Location number 8. You guys are just going to want to go ahead and put on a rebreather for doing this. I'm using these scuba suits because I want to make sure that I was able to go ahead and find the exact location of all the peyote plants so I could show you guys so I didn't drown. So there's another one right there. You guys can see exactly where I'm at between that rock and this debris right there in the water. And then we got location number 9, not too far away. Swim out a little ways. You're going to find this rock right here, showing you where the area is. And then right down in here is going to be the peyote plant. We can go ahead and eat that up. All right, location number 10. We're going to cruise on over to the east part of the map. We're going to be going back and forth here. So there's a lot of debris here, as you guys can see. There is a crashed freighter or whatever. And then right here by this rock is going to be the peyote plant. I can eat it. Kind of messed up there. Yeah, but right there you guys can see it. They're not very big, but one thing that I like to look for is the green with the white on top is something that I try to look for there. So we're going to go ahead and eat that up and then head on over to the next location, which is on the eastern side still. So we're right here. And we're like inside of this little cave area. and then we can just swim right in here. And then it's going to be located right down here. There you go. Another peyote plant location. All right, number 12. We're back on the west side of the island. Here we go. Swim out a little ways and then swim down. And just to show you guys exactly where it's located here, while we're doing this. There it is, right there. Somewhere in here. Hold on. Oh, I think I lost it. You know, the flashlight helps a little bit, but like not when everything else is like pitch black almost. It's really hard to see. So you guys might want to think about taking your brightness if you're doing this and turning it up like the full blast. All right, there it is. I found it. Just located right there by the side of that giant rock under the water. And then here we go. Location 13 already. Kind of like right by my bunker there. Give you guys an idea where we are here. So we got like this reef right over here. It's like purple, kind of glowy a little bit. It's a good indication to let us know where that peyote plant is located. All right, here we go. Back to the east side of the island. We've got location number 14 here. Swim out a little ways and then swim down. The visibility is very poor here, but I can see it right there. It's kind of lit up. Yeah, as you guys can see, it's dark out and the visibility is very low. So trying to find a peyote plant in the middle of the ocean is kind of hard than it was for me. All right, so here we go. Got another location. Location number 15, still on the eastern side of the island. You guys can see where I'm at. We got like that giant rock right there. We got like that right over there. And then here we go. We got whatever this thing is. It's like a giant clam or something like that. Or I don't know what it is. Let us know down in the comment sections below. What is that thing? All right, guys, we're moving on over to the lake at this time. There's going to be actually a couple locations in the lake. This is location number 16. So you get to this area here, we swim out a little ways. There's going to be some rocks here. And then right down here, like in this little cup, is what I would call it. It's like a little coffee cup, kind of. It's kind of where the rocks are angled in a little bit of a, you know, a circle. There we go. We're going to gobble that up real quick. Move on to the next location. All right, next location is right here. Location number 17. It's kind of by Stab City a little bit. So there's going to be some grass, some rocks. It's going to be a lot of water. And then there it is, like right there. Look, I'm like standing up. You could almost stand up right here. It's so shallow. All right, next location is going to be on over here. This is in Zancudo, and there's a couple of these in Zancudo. So we got this sunken boat right there next to the rocks. That's going to be your indication to let you know that the peyote plant is located right next to that sunken boat there. And then right here, here's another one in Zancudo. Not terribly too far away. Nice sunset going on. Then we're just going to go ahead and swim right on down here. So you guys see that rock down there, like right below me? You can already see the peyote plant. That's what I look for right there, is the white of the flower. That usually sticks out. All right, we're gonna go ahead and eat that up and head on over to the next location. Location number 20. It's right here. So we got like the docks, and then you guys see like the head over here. Looks like Beavis from Beavis and Butthead. It does, doesn't it? All right, anyways, location exactly right here. So you guys see this thing right here, this little pink reef, whatever. I'm not exactly sure what that thing is. I'm pretty sure that's like a reef. Yeah, it's gonna be located right next to it. So it's pretty easy to find. Go ahead and eat that up and we can head on over to the next location. Location number 21. We are on the very tippy top of the map here. And it's gonna be located right in here between all these little rocks and stuff. Wouldn't really call them too much of an island. So you can get the idea of where exactly we are. Just showing you a little panorama here. Go ahead and eat that up. and move on to the next location. Location number 22. It's really not that far away. So you swim out just a little bit of ways from the beach, and then right here in the sand is just chilling. So like right there is the beach. If you just ran, or swam, I would say, ran into the water and then swam right down here, you can easily find this peyote if you're out here in Paleto Bay. Next location, number 23, is going to be located right here. Kind of by this little rock, we're going to be in a little bit of a cove here. It's not a cave, I'd call it like, I'm not sure, a little overshoot or something. And then once again, the peyote plant is going to be located just right over here. Right down there, next to the blue stuff. There it is. Eat that up. And move on to the last location, which is going to be location number 24, over here by the lighthouse. So, here it is, on top of this rock. Pretty easy to find. So, these are all of the underwater locations. Once again, there are 24 underwater locations. And for the land locations, there are 51, or I believe 52 locations for the land locations. And if you guys want to know all of the land locations, we will have a video linked down in the descriptions below. Which if you guys are going to be grinding peyotes, I would stay away from the water ones and just stick to the land ones, because it's going to be a lot quicker. Because we did have a little bit of trouble with visibility and finding those peyotes. Although it is pretty fun being a shark. But anyways, from there, if you guys enjoyed the video and it was helpful, smash like button down below. On the way out, subscribe for new content, leave comments, and thank you all for watching and supporting the channel. My name is GRAVESIGHT, the cormorant, and I'm out of here, so peace!